peu près, hein? Ah, good. Alright. Ouais. Pourquoi c'est slack, cette cochonnerie-là? Hold on, guys. À peu près. Ouais. As-tu besoin de moi pour de quoi? T'es bon, t'as pas besoin de moi? Hein? Je suis au comptoir. Tantôt! Alright. Hi guys! Is that a Snickers I see? Yeah, Snickers, Crispy Crunch, and Twix. Hi Kevin, hi Mikey, hi Amisha. Let me know if you can hear me. Hopefully you can. Hi Phoebe. Hi Lindsay. Oh, hold on, I hear Mr. E. Alright, sorry. Yeah, you can hear me, great. So Mr. E is trying to do some sort of cleanup of all his clothes, and the cats have decided to help. So, yeah. How is everyone today? I hope you guys have been great. Or as good as possible. Hi Sally! Hi Jill! Whew, I just finished eating, well, not long ago, so... I apologize for digesting on camera. Okay, so I was planning on drawing more catobers today. Hey, Sterling! Hi! By help, do you mean turn his shirts into a bed? That's one way. The other ways I've seen are using him as a ladder to go into his storage for clothes, which has many yeah, I can't find the word in English. And yeah, they like to climb over him, and they like to get on top of the clothing cabinet, and yeah, sleeping in the clothes and messing up with the plastic bag to put the old clothes in. What kitty helpers lack in skill, they make up for in enthusiasm, definitely, and in cuteness as well. It's like you cannot really be mad at them; they're way too cute. My paper came, so now I finally have something to put my ACLU sticker on. So I'm happy about that. Oh, cool! It's always a good idea to make sure if something is like a watercolor stain or a permanent stain, because you never know when it's going to be reactivated and cause you a bunch of problems. coffee. I hope you guys have your teas, coffees, water, Gatorade, whatever you're in need of. I hope you guys have a snack. It's Wednesday. Not quite. It's Saturday, my dudes. I'm gonna need a sketchbook as well, because I have all my Catuber ideas in here. I ordered dinner, so I'm waiting on that. Oh, what did you order? I hear cats running around. Hi, Lana. Duck in plum sauce and egg rice. Ooh. Is it actual duck? And is it actual plum in the sauce? I get so sad when I see like plum sauce and you look at the ingredient list and it's pumpkin. You're like, dudes, pumpkin is not the same as plum. Kind of warm. I opened the window and it's like, I don't know, 10 degrees outside, but I'm still kind of warm. Yes, a whole duck, feathers and all. Well, at least you know it's real duck by then. Okay, so I need a somewhat decent reference of a cat walking. I love this book. Well, this photographer has multiple books, and I have a few of them, and I love them all. I'm a little turned off the sauce now. Pumpkin in the sauce, nani? Well, I don't know. Perhaps. I mean, if they serve you real duck, I would hope there is a real plum in the sauce. But like when you buy around here, first of all, here most grocery stores don't have a really fancy like the Asian sauce aisle is really sad. And most of the Asian sauce we get here is kind of like really Americanized and kind of gross. Like their soy sauce is like mostly caramel coloring and salt, and like it's not even soy. And I mean, I grew up on that stuff, and when sushi became a bit more available around here, and we had access to Kikkoman soy sauce, and I had some, I was like, oh, and I was never able to get the cheap stuff again. But yeah, if you go to the brand of the cheap soy sauce and you get their cheap plum sauce, it's mostly pumpkin, which doesn't really surprise me. It's not. They have it in their mind that Americans can't handle the real stuff, but I've been able to find Blue Dragon, which I think is a brand that you have in the UK. Their plum sauce was really nice, and it was made from plums, so yeah. Hey Lise, hi! I ordered sushi even though I can't strictly afford it. Aw, what did you get? What kind of roll is your favorite? Plum sauce is very good, and you can tell there's pumpkin, but it's weird that there's no plum. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a good sauce regardless. but it's just weird that they call it plum sauce if there's no plum in it. You can get the same thing with oyster sauce sometimes. Well, something will be labeled like oyster sauce and you look at the ingredients and there's no oysters in it. You're like, well, okay. If you say so. Oop, I heard a cat. I live in Ireland, but we have pretty much the same stuff as the UK. We even share Amazon UK. Yeah, you're kind of caught up with them in a way, which I think has been problematic since a really long time, right? Some restaurant here put fish sauce on the table and said, "Ooh, that's definitely not the same." Yikes! Oh my gosh, fish sauce has a definitely pungent smell. All of them except crab meat stuff. I pretty much love it all. Actual crab meat or, fake crab meat. Well, mind you, I'm not big on crab meat, even the real stuff. That I usually go for salmon, tuna, or smoked salmon, which is very basic. Sometimes I see things labeled just Asian sauce, like Asia is a monolithic place instead of. Hey, Tsukaboo, hi. Yeah, I kind of like that. Like, yeah, but okay, but I mean, what is this cat book? Is it for today's inspiration? This is it's in French, but it's Un Monde de Chat, A World of Cats, and the main point of this book is that it's photographs by Hans Sylvester. He's a really good cat photographer, but I'm looking for a reference for my Catober. I want to draw a cat walking, but it's something that I really have a hard time like committing to my brain how to draw that pose. And there's a bunch of pictures of cats walking, but they're not exactly the kind of angle I have in mind. So I'm looking at the book. Hi, Stephen. I'm going to be lurking today, but again, got new art supplies to play with. Oh, awesome. And I would want fish sauce as a vegetarian. Yeah. Good thing, though, for fish sauce is that you absolutely can tell if it's fish sauce. It's not like, like when they put broth in something and it becomes a bit hard to tell what broth they use. But, dude, fish sauce, you cannot mistake it for anything else. It is absolutely fish sauce. Yeah, the fake stuff. I don't like the fake stuff either. I ate way too much of it. Hi, Malvina. When I lived in apartment in the beginning, like I ate a lot of it because it's cheap. But yeah, now I'm just like, ugh. I would rather have just veggies rather than have like the fake crab meat or the fake whatever meat. That is mostly pollock. I don't even know which bits go in there. I don't know. I mean, I don't really mind it. Fish sauce is basically, I think they put whatever extra bits there is of salted dry fish, and it's fermented, and like I don't diss it because it's made from the bits and pieces of fish, because the way I see this stuff is like I don't have any interest into eating like organs or whatnot, but if I were in a place where they know how to prepare this stuff, I would definitely try it. The thing is like I wouldn't prepare it myself. I have no idea how to make this stuff edible, but if it's done by someone who knows how to make it edible, like they won't make it like gross on purpose, which is maybe what I'm trying to say. Lobsters are terrifying. You can't even look at them moving in restaurants. Oh, I feel so sad for those lobsters. That's stupid. I'm not big on lobsters. Is that book on Amazon? I don't think so, but if you search for Hans Sylvester, you're gonna find other books by him with his pictures in it. My ma-in-law was having a moment and made us all watch how fish sauce is made, and would not believe me that it's delicious, and made me watch it again. And we call it like just between Mr. E and me, we call it the sauce that stinks. Because I mean, it tastes good and stuff, but it smells awful. And it's weird, this duality of like the smell is really strong, but when you have it like with citronella and I don't know, like anything in a stir fry, it's tasty, but it's just so weird. I know how snails are harvested too, and I still eat them. I'm picturing all the fish heads and stuff in an industrial blender. That's not exactly how it goes, because fish sauce is clear. It's transparent. It's not like a puree of stuff. Zygmunt is great. Yay! I worked for an American lobster restaurant and couldn't deal with the live lobsters, so made a big song and dance to customers so they could take it to the so like the customer would have the experience of taking their own lobster. That's clever. Fish sauce is made in big clay pots like soy sauce. Yeah, it's I think it's fermented a bit, right? Like not unlike kimchi. Well, kimchi has fish sauce in it sometimes, or dried fish. But yeah, like if I had no knowledge of it and I would hear fish sauce, I would probably picture something really gross, but that's because I don't know how to prepare it. But other countries have a rich history of knowing how to prepare this stuff, and yeah, I'm not gonna just diss that. I mean, they know what they're doing. So I respect that. Dude, all the cats are not walking the way I want them to. This one is actually not bad, but I think I used like that to do the cat with the fish in his mouth. Did you ever have to take one out? Never in a year. Served them, but never dealt with a live one myself. Oh. Hey, Mademoiselle Scooty. Parts of my family called Parmesan cheese stinky foot cheese. Well, it is stinky foot cheese. Bonjour. Tu veux-tu venir dire bonjour aux amis? C'est quoi ton plan, mademoiselle? C'est quoi ton plan, mademoiselle? Oh. Non, je sais que tu chiales tout le temps. Salut, Grumpy Face. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire pour toi? Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire pour toi, Grumpy Bot? Grumpy Bot. Qu'est-ce que t'as trouvé? Ah, t'as trouvé mon carton. Je vais mettre un autre dans ça. Tu veux le magie? Pourquoi tu veux magie mon carton? Pourquoi tu veux magie mon carton? Niap, niap, niap. Petit pou. Niap, 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 niap. Here comes the star of the show. Yeah. You're the star of the show. You little angry kitten. Yum, yum, yum. I don't know if you can see anything but dark fur. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, grosse bibite? Hi, Fairy Dust. I've tried putting a bit of coconut oil on her itchy places. I think it helps her a bit. Like, she doesn't have a rash like Ruka had, but I think the coconut helps keep things a bit more soft, so a bit less itchy as it heals, like it's less dry. Plus it makes her smell like coconut, which is rather nice. I mean, I will forever be a fan of the smell of cat heads. I think smelling a cat on the head is one of the best smells ever. But now she smells of coconut on top, so even better. Even better. Hey, mademoiselle. Your ears are all messed up. My poor baby girl. A minute. She had a big bruise on top of her eyelid. Qu'est-ce que t'as entendu? Qu'est-ce que t'as entendu? T'as entendu quelque chose? Food's here. Yay! Runs. Tu veux-tu une chaise? Princesse Scooty avec sa chaise. Sigmund's chest smells like... Oh, that's adorable! That's so cute! Aww. Scouts comes on cam to soak up all the love coming from the stream. I think she does. But now it's time to go have a nap. Do you want to go to your co-pilot chair? T'es pas sûr? Tu veux pas de la queue à la place? Tout cassé. Viens me voir. Et mes copilotes. Et mes copilotes. Oui. Non, tu veux pas? Ouf. Donc, où tu vas comme ça? Bye, Scooty. Well, she didn't want a co-pilot. One stream she can play and not get wet. Oh, that's cute. I'm not sure how long I can hang out. I'm exhausted. I have to go get up. Oh no. Well, we're glad to have you. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know how to describe the smell of short-haired Dachshund, but my grandmother says they smell like Fritos. Oh. Dog paws do smell of Fritos. If you are interested, Guitar Company Fender has new guitars out with really awesome colors and gradation and stuff. One is called Sea Chrome Green. Ooh, that sounds really nice. I wish I could play the guitar, but I can't. Come on, I need a walking cat. How can you have so many pictures of cat? This one is hilarious. Like, you have the obvious cat over here, but you have the other one down here. It's like, hey, me too. I'm here. Jump. Oh, my face is itchy because of all the cat fur. This book is full of really lovely pictures. T'es de retour! She's back! Hello! Qu'est-ce que tu fais là, ma Scooty? Qu'est-ce que tu fais en dessous de la table? Allez! Allez, allez! Scooty, ici. Juffé. Wow, that's a really weird snapshot. Tiny kitten. Aww. Such a great book. Nope. My cat has left again. I think we all smell it. Definitely. Are we in Santoro? What do you mean? Like the pictures? I don't know if it says. Oh. Cute cats. Does it say where these were taken? That's for all the quotes in the book. Doesn't really say. I mean, I'm fairly sure it's somewhere in the Greek islands or something, but like in particular, I have no idea where. Alright, let's try with this one here. Photos are really nice. I understand baby smelling, but I'm not 100% in on pet smelling. See, I'm the other way around. I don't understand baby smelling. Hi, have we been talking about sweets yet? Not yet, but we can get started. That's what I wrote. Hold on. Oh, I don't understand baby smelling, but wow, I read it the other way around. Good job, brain. Good job. I was a bit surprised that you would say that you understand baby smelling. I was like, huh. Our usual crowd is not as much into babies as they are into pets, so... Oh yeah, I'm 100% in on pet smelling as well. Wow, I really switched it around. Whoa. Yeah, I have Halloween chocolate still. I have it here. I was surprised. I was talking to Otto and she mentioned that she wasn't really familiar with the concept of Halloween candies. And that made me really curious to ask if, like, do you guys have these packages of small, like, miniature versions of chocolate bars or small bags of chips, or is it like uniquely a North American thing? Spent way too much money this week on American sweets for the trick-or-treaters. Do you have trick-or-treaters? Or are you are you guys your own trick-or-treaters? I'm having a piece of apple with yuzu. Wait, what? Is that a sweet, or is it like actually super healthy because it's fruit? Oh man, yuzu is great. Best citrus. Yuzu. We have the miniature things, but they are not known as Halloween candy. Oh really? That's interesting. We have mini treats all year round too. I mean, they started making some of those mini treats available year round, but used to be only Halloween stuff. Like, why would anything made in America be like a small, reasonable size rather than like cheap and way too big? I don't expect to have any trick-or-treaters this year. Yeah, it's a weird year all around. And like between you and me, Halloween is one of the most like going around being exposed thing you could possibly get. Like it's not like a thing that you do on your own all alone and are like fine with it, and like the goal is to be outside and to knock on doors and to see people, so not the best considering. We are still in virus restrictions. We are going to have an event in the church parking lot. Oh, that's nice. We had some kids last year. I think I scared one kid with my fox mask. Oh no! I tried to stay plant-based, but I do admit to a little crappy milk. It's hard to resist, right? It's like not because like any of these mini treats are particularly tasty, but it's the whole mood and feeling of Halloween. Personally, it's my favorite like special day of the year, so I'm always super hyped for it. It's definitely a sweet. It's like a sour apple gummy. Ooh, ooh. Where did you get that, please? I want some. I have eaten fried bananas with honey. Ooh, dang, that sounds good. That's the actual bags, cheap and way too big. Yeah, that's true. The bags, like even the bags of small chocolates, they're kind of expensive. Can't do Halloween this year, but we're still, yeah. I am not sure about my new apartment. I don't know about you guys, but as a kid, they would usually tell us not to knock, like not to go into apartment buildings. The only time we would get candies from apartments would be because the tenants would like be on their balcony and throw candies down at us or hand it to us if it's not too high. It was the only instances of getting candies from apartment buildings. They sent it as a free treat with my sushi. They know how to get me. Oh, dang, that sounds amazing. Oh, I've had some yuzu gummy once. Like, yuzu is so good. Also, possibly sure. Okay, so the cats are all settled. I can close the door. Whew. I live in New York City in the early 80s. And we had just in the building trick-or-treating. Everyone decorated their door and introduced our kids and pets to each other. Oh, that's great. Why not from apartments? They would like kind of be scaring us about like how it was less safe because you would have to go inside a place to get to the apartments. It's like in the same general idea of like stranger danger. Like if you are outside and you go knock on doors, you're still outside, you're not inside somewhere where they could possibly snatch you up, you know, this kind of fear-mongering. Oh, Misha. I'm craving chocolate so bad, but there is none at my parents' place, and I'm questioning the life choices that led me to deciding to stay here for the next few months. Mistakes were made. Hey, Kelly! Hi! Yeah, never travel without chocolate. I am allergic to chocolate, so none for me, but Tootsie Rolls are safe. Ooh. Yeah, chocolate flavor. That's interesting. That actual chocolate is obviously not good, but that the flavor is manageable. There's a few companies that make plant milk based chocolate for Halloweens, but it's so pricey. Hey, what a great surprise, Tsukaboo. Not supposed to have chocolate because of my kidneys, but I don't really like it anymore since I watched... Oh, yeah. Maybe I need to watch that episode again. Just to ruin the fun of chocolate. They are so expensive. And sometimes they're not exactly tastier. Like they sell you the price hike just because it's like some sort of nut milk or rice milk in there. And you're like, you could have chocolate without milk. Technically, dark chocolate's not supposed to have milk in it. Newsflash, only milk chocolate should have milk in it. Wild, I know. Skaboo brought Mama pride. Like, they could easily, I think, well, Stephen, I might be wrong, but I do think that I can't say that in English, but the for Pete's sake, aero. You know the bubbly chocolate bars? They have the 70% cacao one, and I think that one is dairy free. But it's made by Nestle, so it's still evil. Blurg for carob kisses made... Ugh. No, not carob. No. Cacao, but with rice milk. Oh my god, carob is something else, right? Vegan chocolate is health food store boutique hype stuff. When all you do is replace the milk with cashew milk. Yeah, it is silly, but if you look close enough to some stuff, there are sometimes like chocolate chips that may have maybe devoid of dairy. Vegan Nestle is the next one. Yeah, vegan Nestle is like, yay, what you do good by not having any kind of animal product in there is completely ruined by the fact that it's Nestle. But if you guys have President Choice, their chocolate chips, I think, are dairy free, and they're quite good, and they're quite affordable. Carob is okay. Vaguely, it's not vaguely chocolate. You're being so generous with it. I mean, it's brown. That's about it. In the States, they're trying to convince us that carob substitutes for chocolate. Yeah, I remember as a kid there was a trend of it at some point, and my mom tried it, and she would make like muffins, and she tried making cookies with it, and we all tasted it, and it was like, yeah, okay, but you know what? Chocolate is still better. I would rather have a small piece of actual chocolate than a big thing with carob in it. Just doesn't taste the same. It's not right. A spoon of carob in a smoothie is somewhat convincing. Oof. You should keep that foolishness for sugar-free laxative gummies. The same way that in the States they try to convince you that chicory is a coffee substitute. Ew. That's the thing, like, I mean, I've had fake coffee, whether it was chicory or a mixture of things, and it tastes fine, but it doesn't taste like coffee. Same for nutritional yeast. It doesn't taste like cheese. It's a really fun taste, but it's not cheese. You can't put maple syrup in coffee, but you can't. Why not? But it is good with chicory. Speaking of chocolate, we bought some chocolate-covered gingerbreads. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. I found white and dark, but not my preferred milk chocolate. Well, you can combine them. Take a bite of both at the same time. It should even out in the middle, right? You could try different ratios. Figure out which is the most satisfying. Oh, man. I love the... Sometimes in some specialty grocery stores around here, we can find the gingerbreads that are either covered in like the sugar glaze or have one part of the chocolatey glaze and one part of the sugary glaze. And they're not the healthiest. They don't have like awesome ingredients and whatnot, but they're so good. Hold on. Doop 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 doop. Oh, jeez. Hold on, I just had to check something on my phone. I like a little tahina, diluted and seasoned tahini as a cheese sub. Well, that's fine, if you like it, sure. Our local grocery stores has a fake cheese that is really nicely, like, it doesn't have the same texture, but the taste is quite the same as, close enough, let's say that. And the ingredients are fairly simple, so I've been really mind blown by that stuff. This may take a while. Oh, hold on. I have to excuse myself, the cows... Oh my gosh, Okuni, good luck with the cows. It's the German gingerbread, different recipe, but it's so good. Yummy. I'm back. What the heck did I just eat? It was so burnt and the rice was crunchy and so... Oh no, I'm so sorry, Kevin. That sounds awful. What's this one? This one is 23. I'm late. What foods are we talking about? Hey, Barbara. Hi. We were talking about chocolate and Halloween candy. Yeah. Yeah, talking about weird substitutes for things like chocolate and coffee. Namely, carob and chicory. I will say though, I really like my substitute creamers. I found one that I really like, and it's unsweetened, and it's absolutely amazing. I need to lay off coffee. I have 5. Oh yeah, you really do need to try subbing some of those with a cup of like green tea, just to kind of do a little bit of a change in routine, but still have kind of a bit of caffeine anyway. Candy. I had tried to have 2 caffeinated drinks a day, so it switches between tea and coffee. I need to ease up on the Red Bull, but it will never happen. Oh no! I mean, too much of any of those is not ideal. That's fortunate, Stephen. You might find it a bit hard, Kevin, going from 4 to 5 to only 1 in the morning. Which is why I mentioned like switching to tea if you like it. Because tea is a tiny bit of a boost, but it's much less intense than coffee would be. We have a drink here called Club Orange. It's the best thing to exist. Is it like soda pop? Heard the dog just drink a wee bit. Club Orange. Reminds me of Orange Crush. The good news is that coffee is healthy again. Next year or week. Well, I watched a video that was really interesting on YouTube. It's from the channel What I've Learned. I think it's his most recent video. He talks about caffeine and coffee, and it was really interesting. But yeah, I mean, with all these substances like caffeine or whatnot, a lot of it depends on the way your body is made to. Not everyone will react to those things the same way. Pineapple orange mango Mountain Dew. Oh damn, pineapple orange mango is a good mix. Tea and coffee are greens and beans. Healthy food. I think it's a matter of how much you consume. Like, yeah, a cup of coffee I don't think is causing any harm unless if you have pre-existing condition that would react to that, but like taking like way too much caffeine can kill you, so there's a good like middle ground for this stuff. And my body won't fully absorb anything at all, so I have to eat or drink a massive amount of anything to get any benefits. Yeah. And like the other way around, some people might react like exponentially more to a tiny bit of coffee. Like some people get heart palpitations when they drink caffeine. So there's kind of a middle ground, which is why I'm always a bit wary of any studies that will proclaim like really definite results, like too much coffee is this, or like too much wine, or like a glass of wine is good. You're like, wait, hold on. Depends on the person, right? Will always depend on the person. Never had a glass of wine in my life, and I'm pretty sure it has had like no good or bad impact whatsoever to my health. And I am never going to drink it because I hate it. Well, yeah, maybe you don't have tons. That's the thing though, caffeine, there's kind of an effect that people eventually drink more and more and more and more coffee. Yes, sometimes it's nice to just be aware of that and possibly tune it down a bit. Bananas are good, but too many, bam, but, well, probably. I'm pretty sure there's gotta be like a chubby emu video on something like that. It's really complex, the way like everything balances out in the body, and like for so long they said salt was awful and nobody should, like, you gotta be careful about your salt, but you actually need salt to live, so no safe amount of alcohol, that I agree. Alcohol is poison. Like it's you're poisoning yourself on a level that can be tolerable to like comatose. It's evil. It's absolutely evil, and it's legal, which drives me bananas. Yeah, for potassium poisoning needs a lot of bananas. Definitely. I think, was it the video by Chamimu recently? Like the dude who ate all the licorice? He said that like if he wanted to get the same effect... Oh no, it was the cure. Trying to fix the guy that had too much licorice. They gave him potassium in a concentration that is absurd. Like, it was a medical case, but like he compared the concentration of the potassium solution to what it would be in bananas, and it was like nonsense, like 200 bananas. When you're drunk, you're poison, exactly. Holy cow, I just inhaled this entire bag of powdered donuts without real. Donuts. Feel no shame, just pride. Dang, donuts are good. I did a bit of research for boat anchors yesterday, but I forgot everything. I saw that there's a type of boat anchor that's called a mushroom, and it has a really funny shape. It's shaped like a mushroom. Which made me laugh. I mean, it's silly, but it was funny. I love just plain glazed donuts now. Like, okay, wait, dang it! Oh, dude, I think if we could transfer our extra weight to you, Barbara, everybody would be happier. I like fresh donuts though. Like the grocery store donuts are always kind of a bit dry. Can't wait, dang it. Oh, that's awesome, Tsukubu. Anything can be medicine in the appropriate circumstances. I had a nose surgery a few years ago and found out that cocaine apparently still has medical uses. Definitely. I mean, the thing with cocaine is that it's addictive. But that the fact that it's addictive is not about its medical side. It's used topically to prevent bleeding. Really? Oh no, Kevin, are you doing a blood pressure drop? You gotta lay down and raise your legs if you are. Yeah, that's the main issue with opioids. It's not the fact that they don't work medically, it's the fact that people get addicted to them. But most people. Not all of them. Some people are really able to like be on a dosage that is like consistent and manageable. But it's also addictive. So, Kevin, yeah, lay down if you can, raise your legs, maybe drink a bit of water. Perhaps your food was very salty, and that maybe has an effect. because it can have a medical use doesn't mean it should be freely available. Yeah, and I mean, the thing with medical usage is it's always a balance between what it can bring about that's helpful and what it has that's not helpful. Like, I understand why they might want to not have everyone on opioids, but at the same time, it has to be a case-by-case basis. Ew, Stephen. Ugh. Sorry. Yeah, just laying down flat with legs up can help balance out blood pressure. Well, that's what I do when I feel a blood pressure drop. I lay down and raise my legs and it passes. It helps. I'm not addicted to wine, but my body is. Oh, interesting. There's a difference between tolerance and addiction. Yeah, there's that's the weird thing. And like if you consider it, you can have your mind addicted to something but not your body. Like people who are addicted to food. I don't think their body is super happy to get such a high amount of food all at once. It's more an addiction of the mind and the brain. That's been part of the fallout from the opioid epidemic. It's hard for the doctors to sort out who really has chronic pain and who is suffering from withdrawal when they try to cut back. Yeah. Though, I mean, you guys who are in the Discord, perhaps you've seen the instances of it, but like there are people who have always been on opioids for pain management, and they don't increase the dosage, and they don't like it works for them. So these people, they should not be forced to change their consumption of it. It's for these people that we have painkillers. I mean, come on. There's also a distinction to be made between psychological and physiological dependence. Yeah, exactly. The mind versus the body. I think I would say that most of the impulse of being addicted to food is psychological. And it might like have a physiological component as well, but like with the sugar crashes and the hormones of appetite and all that, but it's often like really linked to emotional stress and trauma. Whereas like something like a painkiller, well, it's to deal with pain. Like it's a physical thing. When you want to get down on the ground, cocaine. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna end up flat. What was it? Robin Williams used to say that cocaine was God's way of telling you have too much money. Which I think is kind of funny, but yeah. Don't get me started with the doctors. Opinions on pain management and opioids. What is Purdue Pharma? Yeah, we're having a really serious topic today. Perhaps we should go back to like talking about I don't know, food or something. Didn't increase my dosage for the first 10 years, but physically you will have to if in a chronic situation the body acclimates. They can make you feel more pain too, and yeah, that's weird. It's like, you mean more pain in the sense that since your pain level increases to counter the action of the painkillers? All of the food. Oh my gosh, I'm making pizza tonight. Guess what I'm putting on my pizza? Pineapple. Everyone doing the October Art Challenges live stream. I'm good. I'm good. As you can see, I'm still working on mine. Purdue Pharma invented OxyContin. Oh no. 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 Problematic. I was doing Inktober, but then the art supplies I ordered came in, and I've been painting with. Well, you could just name it Arctober and yeah, continue with the gouache. That's perfectly fine. People outside are gonna get me copyright stricken. Today is the first day I've been able to paint in months. Hey, awesome! It's pretty awesome. Congrats! Just watch my clear metallic paints and now my paint water is all sparkly. Oh, that's fun. I gather that your nerves get confused or something. Oh, yeah, I'm not doing super fabulous today, so I'm not... Oh, it's okay, Elise. At least I had sushi. And yeah, if you feel like it's too much and you have to step off the live stream, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Not just invented, but intentionally lied about how it's not addictive. Ugh, that's not right. When I opened my giant tube of white gouache, a big blob gushed out onto it. Ooh, that's fun though. You can really experiment with mixing the watercolors with the gouache and see what kind of opacity effect you get, or like how far you can go with colors to, like, when do they start becoming really too pastel-y, too much of a tint to be of any use, and that kind of stuff. That's nice. I'll let you know, but for now I'll just hang in the background. Hey, no problem. We're sending you hugs. I wonder if Chubby Emu would have a video about that kind of stuff, like the pain stuff. Because his videos are really good to understand, like, the issues. The thing with the coffee was how... Was it coffee? No, it was the one with the licorice. And it was about how, like, a compound in licorice looks a lot like another compound that the body needs. So the receptor for the compounds that the body need, they get blocked by the licorice thingy. So the body cannot take in the thing that we need, so it messes it up. So I wonder if it's something similar for, like, the way the painkiller, maybe they block the receptor for the pain, so the pain is still there, but it's not being received anywhere, so the body creates more receptors, so that you need a higher dosage to block those two on top of everything. I'm not a doctor, I don't know what I'm talking about, but it reminded me of that concept. We officially tabled... Oh yeah, definitely. The licorice. Yeah, sure. I'm all for keeping it uplifting, of course. I'll also have to go pick up some water to paint. So I will just like be right back. Yeah, I know he made a video about the licorice. It was his latest one, which was really intense because we talked about licorice in the Saturday before, and then the week after I checked my subscriptions on YouTube and I saw that he has uploaded, and it's a thing about licorice. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, is he lurking on on our channel or something? Like, is he on our Discord and like hidden? Because it was so timely. And yeah, it was super interesting. But dude, who would eat two bags of licorice a day? Dude, that's a lot of licorice. Why? Oh, okay. Dude, like, the receptors in the body are really fascinating. I'm gonna have to learn more about that. Just got a commission for an oil painting. Haven't used them forever. Ooh! What's the theme of the commission? Sad thing, the chocolate I found wasn't good at all. A happy thing, I found Nutella. Nutella. It was 3-4 pounds of licorice. And the guy switched from like regular candies like to licorice just because, and I was like, dude, what happened to your taste buds? It's getting a bit cold. Sorry about the noise. Yeah, and oils have a really long drying time too. Oof. I used to really enjoy like biology classes in school. Like if they were available in option, that's what I would take, because art was never an option, and also everybody tells you that taking optional art classes is pointless, which is sad, because it might be pointless, but at least it's fun. And like, yeah, sure, I picked chemistry and physics, and I forgot almost all of it. The only thing I remembered from physics, like nothing from chemistry class, forget that. And from physics was a tiny bit of how we perceive colors. But like just a bit, not that much. The painting is a spin-off of Jacques-Louis David's Napoleon crossing the Alps paintings on the horse. Ooh, whoa. Wow. That sounds like a big commission. Like a lot of work. So let's start with... no. gonna put my phone away. Because I doubt that water on a phone is a good idea. Intimidating. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I'm studying chemistry for the first time in probably almost a decade, and I'm so confused too. Yeah, I can see that. I don't remember any of it. Even the really basic, possibly useful stuff. I'm just like, I can Google it, right? And undercharge again. Oh no. No. Why? Why would you do that? It kind of reminds me of the time when I would get commission request for something that is absolutely not what I have to show in my portfolio. Like people would ask if I could do some realism or whatnot, and I would say yes, because I mean, when you're just starting, you're like, well, okay, fine, but sometimes it's just weird because you're like, why did this person choose me to ask for this commission? Because there's really nothing in my portfolio that is in that general style, you know. Ooh, that sounds really lovely. We went on our walk yesterday, and it's getting pretty dark pretty early around here, so when we go to walk it's usually dark, but I still managed to spot a few cats in the dark. And I was like, yeah, my cat spotting skill is on point today. It helps a bit that I know, like, of a few places where to look for cats. But yeah, I absolutely go on walks to try and see cats. No shame about it. It's definitely why I take walks. People tell you that it's healthy, and you're like, yeah, but I don't want to go out. There are people outside, and I don't want to go out. Yeah, but there's also cats outside. Oh, fair point. All right, let's go on a walk. Let's see if we can spot some cats. It's not a pointless walk so long as the cats can be spotted. Exactly! I'm worried about Kevin. Yeah, me too. I hope he is being quiet because he's laying down and coming back from it. I don't think he lives alone, so at least there's that, but yeah. I wonder if he got food poisoning. Can food poisoning be triggered so quickly? Because it just ate. I wonder if he might have had a reaction to the possible level of salt in the food. I got catcalled by 4 different guys on my way to the store. Leave me alone. Hey girl, hey. Wow, what? That's gross. That's yucky. Really sorry you had to deal with these losers. there's a really high number of that kind of guy that will be like, hey girl, hey, and you're like leave me alone. Then they will start insulting you. They will really immediately switch to like trying to be nice to being really rude. From what I've heard, food poisoning happens within 24 hours, and sometimes it can happen within half an hour of you. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Eep. That would be really acute onset of food poisoning. It happens every time. Ew. Yes, don't. Oh, they're the worst. They make you want to go out in like 12 layers of shapeless sweaters and like gross, ugly pants, and like to disguise as much as possible what you look like. I mean, I say that it has never really happened to me, but I've seen it happen to other girls, and I was like, this is really disgusting. I felt really grossed out by it. I even wear my older headphones trying to deter it because they're bigger and I dress down. Yeah, it's kind of really striking the kind of effort that some women have to put into like making sure they're dressed or presenting in a way that is safe to go outside in. Like, yikes! Like, can we not? What is wrong with people? Yeah, we really shouldn't have to do that as in general. Why do these specific dudes don't realize how freaking creepy it is? What happened there? Who told them it's okay? Dude, don't. Yeah, it's like I have to wear a garbage bag to be left alone. I know this can sound presumptuous, but I swear it isn't. And what kind of neighborhood? Like, is it a very dense population? Like, around here, it's so, like, just houses and apartments and homes that it doesn't happen that well. I don't know, I'm not a good reference because I don't think it would happen to me anyway, but I've seen it happen in the bus on the way to here, and like, and the thing is like, I don't know, like, the girl who was on the receiving end of the commentary, like, I don't think she was super enthralled by it, but she was still kind of being courteous in a way. I never know. I'm like how can someone be fine with this, actually? So creep. Mucho creep. Average neighborhood. Okay. They also honk at guys with long hair. I guess it's the kind of mindset that they like, well, if you try to hit every target, you're gonna get something that sticks eventually. Like, one is gonna work, right? Oh, I don't know why I find that funny, but I really find that funny. Yeah, throw the dart and hope it hits. Throw all the darts and hope one reaches the middle. One like scores in the middle. Oh, that's really creepy, Barbara. Well, I don't know what is worse. Is it worse if it's a 90-year-old dude that has not a lot of life experience? Or is it like worse if it's a much older dude that is just being creepy despite the life experiences? Which is worse? All of them. None of them are good. Those are the ones that think our reaction is funny. More of the good men need to... Oh yeah, definitely. Dude, we are in heavy topics today. I think the one time that I was the most creeped out by a weird interaction on the street was the one time I was like entering a grocery store. Nothing special there. And there was a random dude on a bicycle, like at the same street corner that I was crossing to enter the grocery store. And it was an older dude, like possibly my parents' age. And I didn't hear well because of all the traffic and the noise, but it really sounded like he had looked at me and called me by my mother's name. And the thing is that apparently I look a lot like my mother, but there's a good 25 years of difference between me and my mom. So the random dude my mom's age that looked at me called me by my mom's name, and I was like, allow me to disappear in this grocery store right now, and pray that this dude doesn't decide to come in to check or wait outside. But that's about the creepiest that I've got. And it's not that creepy, it was more like weird. Hey, have a good night, Jill. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great weekend. It's like... Yeah, Barbara, I agree, but when little old men decide to be creepy, it is so, like, extra creepy. It's like worse, but yeah. You start with a tiny bit more hope when it comes to that kind of person, maybe. I mean, when I was in previous city I lived in, Quebec, I would often walk to school, and there was this guy that would often meet on the sidewalk, and he was just a regular dude, but perhaps a tiny bit with some mental issues. But it would often, like, call at me, basically calling me, like, in French it's hey fille, but it's basically like, hey girl, hey girl. I was like, oh my gosh, what do you want? And it would just, like, tell me stuff like how his daughter was, like, about my age and she was going to school. Like, it was not It was weird, but it was not creepy. But it was always weird to have the guy call me like, "Hey, Faye! Hey, Faye!" It sounds so silly in French. It's really not that. You're like, yeah. Are you using the mimic brushes? Yes, I am. I really like them. They are really, really nice. Quite impressed by them, actually. I've used these two a lot, the 10 and the 6. Not so much the flat, the liner or the really tiny brush. Because, I mean, so far they keep their point really well, so I don't really need a small brush. But I love them. I decided that I would try them on my Catober, so that I would put them through their pace a bit and see how it turns out when doing these. Little old ladies can be creepy too. Yeah, I guess so. Like anybody calling on anybody else when it's unwanted is a bit creepy. I've had it often that it's people, like sometimes it's just lonely people, but the way the people who just want to talk, the way they will approach you is gonna be a bit weird, but it's not gonna be creepy most of the time. Like sometimes, like I remember talking to one woman on the bus, and she was just super lonely because her partner was in the hospital and she could only see them like really not often, and she felt really lonely, and she was kind of surprised that I would just listen to her. And I was like, dude, listening is really, really easy. You just have to shut your mouth and try to pay attention to what the other person is saying. But yeah, I mean, she was not creepy. Like, she was just a bit weird in the way she was so eager to talk to someone. But I mean, loneliness is really understandable. So I got no issues with that. But the dudes get super creepy when they try to get your attention, and when you sort of show that you're not interested, they get mean at you. That's super duper creepy. It's like, what are you thinking? What's in that tiny brain of yours that it would be okay to like try to get the girl's attention, but if she doesn't worship you immediately, you can be mean to her? What the heck? Any news on bee paper? Not really. I've looked at the listing on Amazon recently, but it's not an official like listing. It was like a reseller that probably had some leftover stock. It was not from I'm sorry. It was not from like the same thing, and it was super overpriced. I feel, does this actually work for you if you Hey, have a good lunch, Phoebe. Yeah, then again, Amisha, thank you so much for sending me the mimic brushes. I'm really happy to finally be able to try them. Because I've seen Lindsay use them all the time, and I was like, Lindsay, she knows what she's doing, so I wish I could try these brushes, but like shipping, I couldn't find any place. Even the listing on Amazon US wouldn't ship to Canada, and the shipping from the store themselves is like absurd. Sorry. Yeah, loneliness is pretty underrated in terms of mental health. It's hard to tell you're lonely till after the fact, and it can make it can certain make us do. Yeah, it can make us do stupid thing, definitely. I think perhaps there will be a bit more of an eye turned to the effect of loneliness with the current situation. So yeah, like since people are quarantining, being confined and all that, and I think it has possibly like lit a spotlight on loneliness a bit, since most people are kind of forced to experience it in a way. But yeah. Bless you. Thank you. I had one guy recently, as I was walking down the street with my grandma holding her hand, ask if he could get between us. What? No. Yes, those are the mimic squirrel ones. I gotta say though, I think one of my favorite parts of this is the handle. It's so nice. It's like kind of a transparent varnish, so you still see the wood grain underneath, but it's a nice thickness of varnish that you don't feel like it's gonna peel off so far. Ah, thank you, Amisha. Wearing a long skirt. Thing. Like, hey, if a girl is wearing shorts in the summer, it's because it's hot. It's not because she is looking for attention. Unless I try to dress like a guy, it's a guarantee I'll get at least 2 or more creepers. Ooh. And I don't think you're single, right? So, I mean, you're not, even if you were, like, it's not like, I don't know, what are they hoping? The chances of catcalling a girl that is, like, single and is gonna be impressed by some rando yelling, "Hey girl," is so slim. There's often this kind of defense that's like, but I'm complimenting you, and you're like, no. Yeah, but no. It's still creepy. How can you not see that that's creepy? Who raised you? I need to blow my nose. Yep, just like those guys who try to impress you by riffing their engines. Oh yeah, gotta love that extra noise. Noise is so sexy after all. Am I right? It's like leaf blowers. Ooh, a leaf blower. I think it's the same guy. leaf blowers. Mr. E the other day said something that cracked me up so bad. I think he tweeted it, but he said, "Hell is full of clowns dual-wielding leaf blowers." And I was like, yep, pretty much. Pretty much. You know what I find really sexy? A dude that uses a freaking broom to take care of the leaves in his car park. That's something else. That's like, you know, you got someone special here. Because they didn't go the way of the leaf blower. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, that was a good one and pretty accurate. I'm pretty sure clowns dual wielding leaf blowers is nightmarish. I gotta wait for paint to dry, so it's a good time to eat some snacks. Oh, hey guys, did any of you watch the Amazon series Good Omens? Oh yeah, leaf blowers in protest are fine because it's not a quiet neighborhood like on a beautiful day of fall, and then the neighbor starts his leaf blower for like the 3 leaves in the car park. One that puts down the toilet seat. No, but I want to. It's good. I gotta rewatch it again and again and again. I want to find one that actually uses his brain for something useful. The poor 3 guys in the chat are gonna be so annoyed. What is it with every guy in the world getting water all over everything and never cleaning it up? You're lucky if it's water. Yeah. Mine is more like the crumbs. Like food crumbs. Scout likes to settle down on Mr. E when we eat, and she always had a bit of crumbs on her after, and we joke that it's our snack for later on. Crumbs. I got all the caramel stuck in my teeth. Dang crispy crunch bars. Mom is getting old and her arthritis is becoming an issue, but she's the type of person to want to be self-sufficient. So now she's dropping juice, coffee or Coke. Oh no! thing. These bottles are really not good for arthritis, especially if they're heavy. Hey, thank you, Lise. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you feel better soon. And you can always hit us up on the Discord if you want to talk to someone. We're sending you hugs. And I hope you feel better soon too. Hey, good luck with the painting, Barbara. My sweetheart is a gem. He not only taught Matt, he does the dishes unless he cooks, and we trade off on doing the bathroom. Wow, that's great. I feel like I'm done with this painting, even though I'm not entirely happy with it anymore, and I will... Well, either you're done, like actually completely done, or perhaps you'll be better served by putting it to the side for a couple of days and then taking a fresh look at it. Maybe then you'll be more able to see if there's anything you want to add or if it's actually all done. I haven't found a really good pencil that is completely waterproof for these. I used this one a lot, which is supposedly an oil-based pit pencil from Faber-Castell, but it still picks up a bit of the pencil and makes it kind of gray when I wet the paper. It doesn't really show, I think, on the final pieces, but I'm really annoyed that there doesn't seem to be a good black pencil that is completely waterproof. The only thing I found that is completely waterproof is China markers, but they have like the most blunt tip you could possibly think of. Even if you try to sharpen it, it's not gonna stay pointy for super long. Oh, thank you so much, Tsukaboo. I really appreciate it. I had a blast painting the super chunker cat that I posted yesterday. It was really fun to go over the top with the chunkiness, because it's a drawing, so It's not like a cat is being like unhealthy for the sake of the drawing. Like I can make it whatever I want. My oldest nephew is getting married in an hour, and my stupid auto text just sent, "Love y'all and hope it's a wonderful nightmare." Oh no, what? Why did it send that? Whoa. I love the expression with the ears. Oh, yay! I want to try and make the iris, I think, kind of have that you know, that shiny laser eyes effect. I don't know how I will do it, but that's what I want to try doing it. This one. What were you planning to write, Box of Paint? Like, we're just planning to write "Hope it's a wonderful night," but the autocorrect had the mayor at the end of night. They are literally perfect together. They were friends in high school and distances for 10 years and re-met. Aww. Unless it's a gothic Addams Family wedding. Well, if someone has a good sense of humor, it could be interpreted as a joke, like, haha, wedding is a nightmare. But it's not, you know, that kind of humor. But yeah, it's not the clearest of sentiment. Must have been writing too many Halloween stories. Autocorrupt, yeah, I like that. Autocorrupt and the opposing force of autocorrupt is autocorrect, but with our auto. Sweater sleeves, awesome to remove plastic eraser bits. Oh, I forgot to show you guys last week, but I took out my 2 little Halloween figurines. I have a few Christmas decorations, but I've been like putting them out less and less. But I love Halloween, and I don't have room for more decorations, but I remember I had these 2, and I think they're really cute. You have a black cat that's in a pumpkin with a tiny pumpkin hat, and then you have a tuxedo cat that has bat wings, a little demon tail, and a bow tie, and I think they're really cute. So, Halloween! Woo! Okay. For her wedding, my Spanish friend's cards translated to, "I hope today is the the least happy day of the rest of your life." And it took ages to work out how awesome that sentiment. It still is a bit confusing at first read. You're like, wait, what? Because it sounds like a negative thing, but it's not. They're cute, right? I should maybe put them... I don't think you guys can see them all that well. I would have to maybe put this guy here. And this guy here. Yeah, that's better. I'd probably love Halloween more if I was more into dressing up. I'm not even that much into dressing up, but I just kind of like the mood of it better. I love that it's in fall. I really like the temperatures of fall. And I like that it's kind of not anything that can be absolutely negative in a way. Like if you take a holiday like Christmas, well, if your family is a bit dysfunctional and a bit broken, Christmas can be a really weird time of the year. It's more difficult to have a weird time with Halloween, because as a kid you mostly, well, you usually try to, you will trick or treat with family, of course, but at some point you will do it with your friends, and that's going to be fun. And when you get a bit older, you have the Halloween parties with your friend, and I always felt like it was a bit more fun and kind of less stress. Plus it has candies. I mean, well, holiday has candies too. But I really like it. I want to name a ginger kitty Yummy. Why? Old school goth and Halloween colors are so much better. What? You don't like red, green, and white? I'm still pretty small, so I think I could, like, with a decent mask, I could probably trick or treat again, but also as an adult you can just buy your own candy and be happy to stuff your face with it. Orange, purple, and black any day over green and red. You really have to be to balance out the green and the red, because if they are the same intensity, they will make your brain weird, like, because they will register as the same gray in terms of value, but they're two separate colors. It happens with about just any pairing of color. Christmas is my holiday. I have a purple Christmas tree too. Not traditional colors. Just because it's yam colored. Oh! I thought yams were white. It's more like a sweet potato. Sweet potato. I call pickle that sometimes. I call it my sweet potato. All the candy you like yourself and endless candy. Oh no. Lindsay says, I hated Halloween growing up, as I was stuck with the same costume every year, as my mom had made it big enough I could fit into it from the time I was about 4 until 11 or so. I had a few different costumes over the year. I think our biggest problem here was that sometimes it would be so cold that you would have to wear your costume under your winter coat. And that sucks, because you cannot showcase your awesome Disney princess costume that way. Hey Kevin, how are you? Are you better? Did it pass? What happened? In one of my class, we were shown a green and red website, and a couple of people had to run out of the room. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Yams and sweet potatoes are interchangeable in Indiana. Oh, good to know. Then of course we had to trade my chocolate for my brother's non-chocolate, and he hated that, as he didn't want all chocolate. Wait, what? Hold on, why would you have to trade your chocolate for... Oh, is it because you... Yeah, you're allergic to chocolate, right? I am fine, not worry. I think it has just been all the all-nighters. Ooh, yeah. And herbal nutrition. Yeah, I don't think that overcooked duck helped. Dude, you gotta be more careful about this stuff because you cannot do any college work if you pass out. Oh yeah, allergy. Yeah. Dude, your brother didn't want hot chocolate? What's wrong with him? Chocolate is the best. I was trying to hold on to my chocolate the most I can, but yeah. The ones I didn't like were the lollipops. I feel like the best case scenario when there's something like that is like that your parents keep extras so they can trade like the chocolate that you get for what they put aside, and then they have the extra chocolate that they can either trade to one of your siblings or just eat themselves. Well, imagine crying over chocolate. I don't know about crying, but I know about being pretty bummed up. Oh, it's like this awful thing that... Is it Jimmy Kimmel? The awful skit of parents telling their kids that they ate all of the kids' chocolate. That's so wrong. Oh my gosh, and none of those are funny. Like, the poor kids. I would hate my parents for doing something like that to me. I don't think I would ever find it funny as a kid. Hey, Alex! What a day, can I go to bed yet? Oh, what happened? I did this silly thing last week to prepare a bunch of swatches for ranges of paints that I realized I didn't have any swatches for, like White Knights and Roman Schmal. And then I realized that I don't have any coin sleeves left, so I had to get some new coin sleeves. At least they're not too pricey, but yeah, I was like, good job, brain. And I was able to salvage a few old binders to put the sleeves in, so... I fully love Easter though. My parents did some pretty awesome scavenger hunts for candies I could eat, and there was no trading or fighting over it. Yeah, that's better. Like, Halloween is fine if there's no trading or fighting over it. Oh no, Alex. I woke up basically to good morning, our AC is full of mold. Ew. What do you do when that happens? What is it with parents claiming their kids' candies? I'm so not over it. My mom would claim my coffee crisp and I would get so bummed over it. I mean, you're an adult, buy your own chocolate. Jesus. You didn't spend like all this time outside going from door to door and talking to strangers to earn that candy. You have a job, buy your own. Grr, grr, grr. Back from lunch. Welcome back, Phoebe. Oh yeah, but that's... That's kind of a bummer. Like, I don't have to share anymore either, but you know. It was more the way it was made. Like, I love those too. Why do you steal my chocolate? It's mine! My chocolate! I'm the kid who would eat like the icing last on her cake because it was the best thing. So like chocolate was a serious thing. Still is. I don't mind sharing the Reese's. Yeah, I mean, and Reese's do they have chocolate too? So I mean, that's not a big loss in a way. So no more. I see, I had to go through my mailbox anyways, and there is a big dumpster out back with no cameras, so off it went to the AC farm in the sky. Oh, yeah, you just went, you know what? Bye. Give them the apples or toothbrushes or healthy candies. Did you really get toothbrushes in your Halloween treat bag? Dude, that's gotta be a dentist. Like, you rang at the dentist. No, the dentist would give you candy, because if you get candy, you'll need cavities filled, so he's gonna be richer for it. Who would give you a toothbrush? My nephew would do anything for Reese's Pieces. I don't think we had Reese's Pieces as a Halloween candy when I was trick-or-treating. Parents publicly posting videos of their children is generally ethically iffy, but straight up unacceptable when the point of the videos are, lol, look at this upset child I'm filming instead of consoling. Definitely. And the upset child is upset because of something stupid, like a prank. I'm pulling on my own child. It's like, it's not funny. It's not humor. If you laugh at that, I'm gonna look at you with a really suspicious eye. Like, hold on. Sometimes one kind of misses it. Yeah, it's just, it's odd, isn't it? We're just leaving a box full of candies at people's doors, regardless if they have kids. The biggest hit I ever gave out was quarters. Oh yeah, but you probably ran out of those really quickly. Unless you had a really big budget for coins to hand out to kids that year. We would have the UNICEF boxes around our neck. Some would be really freaking heavy by the end of the night. They were full of pennies, but mind you, like a box full of pennies is still in a buck or two. And that would all go to UNICEF. I don't know if they still have the UNICEF boxes. I had a friend whose family, they would kind of make giving candies like a thing of pride at some point, and they would buy like packages of full-size candy at Costco and give out those, like full-size bags of Skittles and full-size chocolate bars and all of that. So it was always kind of a impressive thing as a kid to ring on their door and receive like awesome candies. And since like she was my friend, so like her parents, they would not like necessarily skip out on giving us the good stuff. I did run through $20 worth of quarters. Candy is cheaper. Is it? Nowadays I'm not quite sure. If you buy the big bags of lollipops and the taffy, possibly. But $20 is like almost possibly around 200 tiny bars, like the small ones, like close to it. Like a box of 90 and a box of 95 were about $20 in total. The most civil thing, in my opinion, is fake charities. But we had a few. Oh, really? I mean, UNICEF was not. I don't think UNICEF is a scam. I don't know if it's a good charity, but at least it's known enough that like people know what it is when you say UNICEF. It's not like something that people are like, oh, what is this? I aspire to be the house that gives out Vulcan-sized candy bars. Oh my god. Was married then with hubby who had a good job. Oh, yeah. That will do it. I think that's why my friend's parents were also like happy to give out full-size candies. I think they thought that like kids would think it was awesome, and we did. And also they would just like easily grab stuff at Costco, which is kind of easy to do, so. Oh no, I'm not claiming. No, that's what I said. Like, there are some things that are really scammy, or like MLMs. But yeah, I don't think I've ever really seen other charities asking for donations during Halloween, except UNICEF, because like I said, we had the boxes like that you would put around your neck or carry in your hand, and people would ask you, oh, do you have the UNICEF box? And you'd say yeah, and they would put a few coins in there. I remember one year in primary school, I was what am I trying to say? I volunteered to help collect all the UNICEF boxes after Halloween and bring them to the room where they would be like sent off to UNICEF. And it was heavy. Oh my gosh. Even if it was all pennies. That was a really insane amount of pennies. Oh, I don't think I kept the page though. Hold on. Yeah, it's this one. That was the image I used for the cat walking. We give out a mix of the good stuff, then Skittles, Dum-Dums. First few kids come through our place, then word gets around that we have the good stuff, then we get hit really hard. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh yeah, go to that house, they have good stuff. Oh man. I think that's a bit funny is that, you know how in English, in the US, when kids ring the door, they say trick or treat. We don't really have that around here. There is no French Canadian equivalent that I can think of. So as far as I remember, when we would ring the door and the door would open, we would just say Halloween, and that would be it. No trick or treating, no special call that I can think of. No, we don't call it trick-or-treating. We call it... I don't know how to translate it, but in French I think we say on va aller passer l'Halloween. So basically we will go walk the Halloween. I don't know how to say it, but it's not called trick-or-treating here, I think. If it is, I really can't remember of the version that we use here. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. That's hilarious. Smell my feet. That is such a kid thing to say. Remember the good old days when we actually wasted toilet paper on trees at Halloween. This year no one is gonna waste toilet papers on trees. They're gonna give out toilet paper as trick-or-treat like treats. There you go, have a hand sanitizer and some paper rolls. I don't think we really... I think it was possibly the older kids who would do the pranks. We have been egged here once. Someone threw an egg in our window and it wasn't even Halloween. And we got so confused. And oh my gosh, the sound it makes. Dude, if you've never been the other side of a window that would get an egg, we jumped so high. We were both in here, and it's the studio window that was egged. I don't know why. And dude, we really jumped. It's loud. You really don't expect it to be this noisy. Remember the days of getting egged? If I gave out that, it's the parents who'd be knocking on them. Dried seed corn against glass sound like you're being murdered. Really? What is dried seed? Is it just the corn kernels that are dried? Like the whole thing? Not gonna lie, I low-key assumed the toilet paper and egg things were just a thing in movies. I've never seen it here, like either on a tree somewhere or whatnot. The time we were egged, it was one egg, I think. And I don't exactly know why. I'm thinking it was probably just teenagers being dumb. Old person like, back in my days we used to make ghosties with toilet paper and cotton balls to hang on our trees. If we do that here, they're gonna be like it's gonna be too wet for them and they're gonna be like a puddle of gook on the floor. Like over-dried popcorn. Oh, okay. Really? Wow. It's such a waste of... I don't know, I doubt there will be much toilet papering this year. It's worth too much. It's too much of a commodity. forgot to put something in my headphones and put my headphones on, so I got full-on tinnitus background noise, and it's really weird. I don't leave it like that often, because it's not exactly pleasant. If you have tinnitus, you know what I mean. What's a corn elevator? Is it like a corn silo? Or the thing that brings up the corn to the corn silo? No, in the US kids will do that pretty often. It was also a tradition for some kids' sport teams to do it for good luck at the start of their season. Yeah. Not a lot of good luck for whoever has to clean it up after. Never thought I would hear of a day when toilet paper was worth too much for something. Yeah, that's a good point, Lindsay. I think if it's dry, you try to pick up as much as you can, and if it's rain, you just leave it to decompose naturally. Screw that. Oh, a corn elevator is where they load the grain into trains. Interesting. Yeah, being egged, like eggs are not fun to clean up if they've dried. It's not exactly pleasant. Like, if you gotta egg someone in the neighborhood, egg the guy that has a leaf blower. Please. After one sister is FaceTiming us into the weddings. Hey, have a great time, and I hope the wedding goes well and that you have a great week. We will see you on the Discord, right? The people really do prank, and yeah, I guess so. It is mean, and it's a waste, and it's stupid. There used to be a few kids that would visit an apartment that was nearby, and they would often prank. I remember one time they rang the bell and they left the paper outside with some weird drawings on it. I don't remember, but they rang the door, so I went outside to look, and I saw the paper, and I looked at it, and I put it back on the ground and went back inside. I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't give a crap. Egg and shaving cream can also strip car paint. Whoa, really? Whoa, what? Is it because it's pretty hardcore when it dries, or is it just chemically a paint stripper? Eggs are a paint stripper? Sorry, what? It's hardcore when it dries. The egg is almost impossible to get off. The shaving cream is more of a chemical. Whoa. Egg strips it fairly quickly too. Like in about 24 hours it messes it up. Really? Wow, I wouldn't have thought that. Good to know. Eggs and shaving cream can strip car paint if left on for a while. If you want real damage to a car, slap some bologna on the paint. Pour 7-Up soda on bologna. It's now chemically fused to the paint. Hold on, wait, what? This sounds so surreal that I kind of want to try it out, but I don't want to ruin someone's car. But what? I'll have to Google that up on YouTube just to see if there's a video of it. Shooting star goes by, the more you know. Definitely. That's a the more you know moment if there ever was one. Kelly says, my dad repainted many a car that had been egged or hit with shaving cream. That's fascinating. Dominic says, I just looked it up. Eggs are acidic to car paint, and I can only assume so is shaving cream. Oh. Wow. Ev, go to a junkyard so you can experiment with it. I absolutely would if I had a way to get there and knew of a junkyard. I would absolutely try it. Honestly, like, it's not like bologna and 7-Up soda are expensive. Why bologna though? What's in bologna that... Dude, people eat bologna. What? Not our cars. No, definitely not. Don't ask what's in bologna. People eat margarine too, and that stuff is practically plastic. Well, the good thing with eating plastic is that your body cannot process it, and it goes straight out. You're not making either bologna or 7-Up sound anything remotely appetizing. I did not learn this by experimentation, just saying. Oh man. Hey, no problem, Sally. If you need to see it again, just let me know. I can prop it up on camera again. Pictures, rural mailboxes, all sporting bologna bonnets. That's hilarious, honestly. A totally different prank than driving them by and hitting them with a baseball bat, right? See, I am from New Jersey, where they eat pork roll. And then Pennsylvania, they eat scrapple. What is scrapple? That's a new one. Doesn't sound that tasty. Right, so I will call this a day. Mostly because paint's gotta dry and all of that. Also, it's almost 5, so. And imagine bologna is similar to making normal frankfurts. Yeah, hot dog sausages, pretty much the same stuff. Other permanent damage to cars: if you step on a spark plug and throw it like a dart, it will throw the windshield. What? I know of only one awful prank to do to a car owner, and it's really gross, so I'm not sure I want to share it in here. But yeah, it's not nice. Munching on beef jerky while we're talking bologna and other mystery meats. Back in the day, you could put the ping pong ball in a gas tank. It'll settle. Cut off gas, car dies. Restart car. Dude, you know many pranks, ways to mess up a car, Alex. That's a bit unsettling. Mystery meat is Pam and those canned Vienna wieners. Really? That's what mystery meat is. No wonder they call it mystery meat. And before we talk, I never really quite understood what in before means. We talk about where the color red really comes from. What, do you mean the bug? Ping pong ball floats to top of tank. All is well, it settles, car dies. This causes no damage to vehicle, except the vehicle dies likely every 3 miles. It's infuriating but not actively harmful. Raw potato up the tailpipe. Nowadays gas caps have been adapted so you cannot put... Well, I can share it here if you guys have the stomach for it, but otherwise I will share it on Discord. Scrapple is a kind of a mystery meat or scrap meat thing where they use gelatin to make it gel up, and then they fry it and serve it with breakfast, huh? Hey, have a good night, fairy dust. See you on the Discord. For the record, I have not done any of those things to vehicle. Same, I haven't never really pranked a vehicle ever. Except maybe write like clean me in the dust. That's as far as I go. I've always understood in before as another way of saying just wait or something. And yes, Carmine. Well, I mean, people eat animals. What is so bad about eating bugs? Now it's even like the new trendy eco-friendly thing is to eat grillon. What's grillon in English? Anyway, to eat bugs. Okay, so the really bad prank I saw was you take a Ziploc bag, you go do a number 2 and you put your number 2 in the bag, and then you flatten it real good. And you close the bag and you freeze it. And then on a really hot summer day, you try to find a car that someone left a tiny crack of window open, and you push your flat number 2 in the car. And there, it's gonna bake in the sun all day, and someone's gonna get a really stinky surprise when they get to their car. That's the one prank I ever read about. Oh yeah, crickets, thank you so much. Yeah, crickets. Now crickets are the big thing, like they sell you protein bars made with crickets and whatever else made with crickets. So, I mean, carmine, like cochineal, yeah, it's kind of gross, but what the fuck? That's a proper response. That's the one response. That's a lot of work for. I know. And I mean, I remember it because I was really shocked by it. I was like, really? You would go to that extent to pull a prank? You must really hate that person. Who does that? I don't know. Someone with a lot of time on their hands. I would never. But I was reading that. I think it was just a thread on awful pranks. And there was that one, and I was like, hold on, people do that? That's awful. That's really not nice. Oh yeah. Now, I mean, it makes you think about leaving your car windows open. Like, it makes you think. You're like, oh yeah, people can put things in my car. Your parents would be like, who put this in the freezer? Yeah, no way. Dude. It's a prank that needs planning. I don't know. I think it was someone who was trying to think of the most offensive substance you can put in a car under the sun. And you gotta say, that is one of them. Why you never leave the window crack with certain people around. Yeah. Like, if you go to McDonald's late at night at the same time as drunk people do, you don't leave a crack a window open. You're gonna find weird stuff in your car. Imagine if you didn't notice the dog in that car. Yeah, but I mean, what's the dog gonna do if there's just a crack window open, except make you jump? It's gonna be a big surprise. My uncle's roommate put dead mice in the freezer all the time to feed his snake. Ugh. In this day and age, we just buy spray poo. Oh yeah, did you guys see there's a dude on YouTube that made a prank, but he wanted to prank thieves. People who would steal packages from other people's doorway. You know, sometimes the delivery people, they leave the packages outside, and some people would walk by and go steal the packages. And he had rigged a couple of packages to look like they were something expensive and fancy. But when you would pull off the cover, it would, first of all, spray really fine glitter all over the place. And then it would play recorded messages about like police coming or something, and it would also activate a thing that would automatically press a spray poo. Yeah, the glitter bomb guy. Like glitter, stinky fart smell, and fake message to police, to police. Recorded message. That was hilarious. The footage, and it's rigged so there are phones in it that record the person that opens up the package. And yeah, the phones are hidden so that the people don't try to steal the phones that record. But the footage of the people opening the package and the way they react to it, some of them are hilarious, some of them are just like losers. But oh my gosh, the few of them that really thought they had scored big and ended up with a face full of glitter, that was great. Felt a bit vindicating. Too bad now we all know there's 3 phones in them now. Yeah, he kind of ruined the fun of it now. I mean, it's a video on YouTube, anybody can see it, so... don't think he would put expensive phones in there, but still. A free phone's a free phone. Oh yeah, me too. I love the glitter bomb. I love that the glitter bombs are the most inoffensive yet annoying thing in there. Because it's really fine glitter. One guy was like, that's gonna be everywhere. Yeah, exactly. And you see guys trying to vacuum it and it just doesn't want to go. Hey, Paulo. It's nice to see you just as we are about to finish this, though. So you snuck in just in time to say hi and bye. How was dinner? I hope dinner was good. I kind of feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for the people because they thought they could get away with stealing something. I have no patience for thieves. Like, you decided to do something really shitty, well, serves you right. The end. Those cars will never be free of glitter particles. Definitely. I think one of the dude mentioned something that like his girlfriend was gonna think he had cheated on her because of the amount of glitter. But yeah. There will be glitter in places they never even knew they had. Seriously, they're gonna find glitter for years in these cars. Honestly, I'd just make a bunch of glitter bombs to troll the thieves. Yeah, I mean, as a prank, like, the guy wanted to record it because that was for his channel, but even without recording it, like, it's an excellent prank. And you can be somewhat sure that those thieves are gonna possibly think twice about doing that thing again. Like the spray poo and the ultra fine glitter. Pretty sure someone could come up with like something else to really annoy them. You know how they have in the stores they have this thievery proof thingy with the ink in it. Like, if you try to remove it from the clothing, it will break and stain the clothing. Well, I'm pretty sure there's something like that that could be added into the glitter bomb prank to really make a mess. I'm dead. I splash India ink up my white curtains. Well, it's a thing now. If you want to fully endorse it, you gotta spray it evenly on all the white curtains, and it's gonna be the style of the curtains now. Embrace the mistake. Alright. I think we're done. Do you guys have any more questions or comments that you would like to mention before I finish this? Ink bomb tags. Yeah, exactly. Don't take other people's stuff. The end. That's all there is to it. Alright, so you guys know, as usual, we have a Discord that you can hang out on where we chat during all the time, during the week. There's always people on there because we cover up many time zones. So that's always fun. And yeah, we got chat rooms for everything over there, so it's always fun. And in the description there's a link that links to all my links, so if you're curious to know about Instagram or shops or whatever, there's a link with all the links down there, and the link to the Discord is down there as well. I don't know, Kevin, what is the Discord I'm talking about? I know you guys are all on the Discord, so I always do the spiel, but I'm preaching to the choir, basically. So have a great week, guys. Those who do any kind of monthly challenge for October, hang in there. Let's do this. Let's finish this, and we can do it. And draw, yay! Woo, bish, push, bang. All right, guys. Bye.